channel. I'm going to continue on with my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette series. Now today we're going to go from this look that I already have to a more night look. So this is the video that I did yesterday, and then today we're just going to kind of add to it. So if you have something to do after work, you want to run home really quick, get ready, go on out without having to take off everything that you already have on your face, this is the look that you want to do. So we're going to go from this neutral, semi-smoky eye, quick out the door look to a very glammed up version of it. So I already have 3 shades on my eyes, plus a highlight shade in the inner corner and the brow bone. I'm going to add on some sparkle, and that will instantly make it pop. So we're going to take the 3rd shade from the right on the very top row of the palette. I always get the best color payoff if I use my fingers. So just going to go right in with my finger and go straight on that lid. This may get into the mascara a little bit, and that's okay because we're going to touch it up anyway. And like I said in the other video, this bald spot I have on my left eye, it's not from the shadow, it's just the way I'm made. Don't know if I have a dry patch of skin there, or I don't know what the deal is, but every shadow I use has a funny little shadow there, or black there, should I say. Okay, so we've got that on. Do you see how that instantly glams it up? Now, if you want, you can stop here and be done. For me, I like to go a little extra. So I'm going to take another shade and go on the outer corner to kind of give it a little more definition, smoke it up a little more, and glam it, I guess, a little more. So I'm going to go in with the green shade. That is the, let's see, 4th shade over on the bottom row. This is the one that does not have any sparkle in it at all. I'm going to take that on my finger too. Just take it right here. Tap, tap, tap. Don't want to go crazy with that because it's very pigmented and you will get it all over your face in a hurry. So go real light with it so you don't mess up and have to take it all off and redo it. Because we're in a hurry here. We're trying to get it all done. So just tap, tap, tap until you get a little bit of shade going. Now, I am going to take my blender brush that I use all the time. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush. I always have to look. Anyways, take my Deluxe Crease Brush, go right into that green where I've already laid it down. I'm just going to kind of blend it out and up and into that crease. So that gives a little more definition there on the outer edge. Smokes it up, glams it up, makes it look like we're ready to go out instead of just like we're getting out of work. So again, tap, tap, tapping on this outer edge over here, going out, up, and into the crease. So see, out, up, into that crease, and then blend it out. Always make sure you don't have any harsh edges because that'll look like you played in your mom's makeup. And let's be real, nobody wants to look like they're going out not knowing what they look like. If you're wondering what I'm doing with my brush over here, I have a cotton round that I use to wipe off any excess on my brushes because I like to use the same brushes for all my colors. When I get stuck on a brush, I like to keep reusing and reusing and reusing. It's just what I do. So if I get a little too extra on my makeup, as you can see that I did here on this outer corner, see the difference? So I'm blending, wiping it on my cotton round, going back at it. That takes a little bit off at a time so that we're not taking off too much and leaving exactly what we need. I'm just going to go back over it one more time, and I think that'll do it. Very good. Okay, so we've already got our inner corner highlighted and our brow bone, but if I'm going out, I want to do a little extra on the inner corner. So I'm going to get my handy dandy little what's this thing called? I forget. This thing that I'm not supposed to use, we're using it. So I'm going to grab this guy, and instead of going into that same shade that I went in on the last time, I'm going to go in the first shade on the top row, because it kind of gives it a little more punch. Even though in the pan it looks like it's going to be a little darker, it's bright and vibrant. So we're going to go right back over what we've already got there. See how that brightened it up? See the difference in the two eyes? Now keep in mind that I'm doing these videos about 15 minutes apart, so it's not like this has really had time to sit all day. But if it had, you would always definitely want to warm that back up. And that's going to bring some definition into that inner corner, brighten your whole look up, and make it look like you're not tired from the whole day. Now I'm just going to take this right straight up into that dark spot that I have there above my inner corner, because I do always get too dark right there, and that's just because naturally that's where I'm dark. So the biggest reason that I'm doing that is to take off some of that extra darkness. And then my handy dandy cotton round I'm going to take and just kind of blend through that. Now can you tell the difference in those? See how this one's lightened up and this one is still kind of patchy? So we're going to just take it and blend it on out. Blend it on out. Much better. Now since we are going out, we're going to put on some liner. I'm going to use my eyeshadow palette to do that liner, and I'm going to use my little eyeshadow applicator with the same green shade that I put on this outer corner. Grab that on this thing, and I'm going to go right under that lash line. Smoke it up. Make sure to blend it out really good so that you don't have any harsh edges. And then take it right back up into that green that you already have there so that it blends it in cohesively. Same thing other eye. Now as you can see, I'm just going right under my lashes. Those lashes. Now I'm going to take the other side of this because it's clean and kind of blend back over that. Make sure that it doesn't look like too much. Right, like that. And then we'll freshen up our mascara, because by the end of the day it's flaked off, crunched off, etc. So just gonna throw another coat on there. And if we did happen to get any shadow on our lashes, that'll kind of take care of that too. And we're done. Now if you want to, you can throw on a little bit of brow, kind of spice it up a little bit. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to use the Goof Proof brow pencil in the shade number 4. So always start by brushing through those guys, make sure that they're all ready to get some product in them. I do my pencil a little weird. I go in it backwards, so I start down here at the tail. And I just run it through there to kind of give some color underneath my brows because I already have color there. I mean, I'm sorry, I already have brows there. So I'm just trying to give a little color underneath it and darken them up a little. And then when I get up here to the front, I just kind of go with hair-like strokes. And then we'll brush right through there. To make sure it doesn't look like we put it on there with a crayon. Same thing, other eye. Ooh, brush it out first. So that completes our look for today. Don't forget to do your highlight. You can always use one of those top 2 shades on the first row of the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe as a face highlight, especially if you have really fair skin like I do, because it's beautiful. I did actually use that today, but I used it very lightly, so you probably can't really tell that it's there standing out. Since we are going from a day to night look, I'll just dab a little bit more back on there so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to use this Moda Beauty brush. Just dab a couple times in that shade on the palette, and then smile a little bit. Get the high points of those cheeks. Kind of round it off over that eyebrow. That looks beautiful. Same thing other side. Definitely tell it on this side. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Jaclyn did awesome with this palette with Morphe. It is a very good palette, especially for you know, somebody that really loves makeup. Even a beginner would be really happy with this because they could really experiment with anything they wanted. I've seen a lot of people do, you know, crazy looks with this, and then I've seen people that just use it as a regular day-to-day eyeshadow palette like I do. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. Stick around for another couple videos in the series, and don't forget to check back and look at the ones that we've already gone through. Thank you again so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day. Thanks again. Bye.